Greetings from the library cave. I am Aspen Dracaena, your friendly neighborhood Ice Dragon Bookwyrm VTuber, and I have been all over the place today. It has been a day of adventures in car. So the funny thing is, I wasn't really thinking about this game in the context of what I was doing today, but it feels really appropriate because I had to take Human Mother to the hospital to get another x-ray and another checkup to see how she's doing. She had two appointments, and this particular hospital has a very back rooms, liminal space kind of look to it, particularly at night when there aren't people there so much. But I don't know, it just feels like it's so appropriate playing a liminal spaces game after being at that hospital. But yeah, it was quite a ride, but I got to spend a lot of time with Human Mother, with my mom, and we talked about a lot of stuff, and I'm just so proud of her. She has been working so hard to get herself moving again. When I went to see her yesterday, because they transferred to a place that's a lot closer to home, the PT was like, I'm not even sure she really needs all that much PT anymore. And I was actually really surprised because when I got there, she was walking around on her own pretty well after all those injuries. And he was like, I think she needs, still needs some occupational therapy, but physical therapy, she's pretty okay now. Like, we'll work on her balance a little bit. But other than that, like, she doesn't really need much anymore. So good on Human Mother for her determination and working so hard. I respect the hell out of her. But yeah, so it was quite a busy day. Human Mother and I shared a turkey avocado bacon sandwich at lunch. And she really liked it, and I'm glad, because she said her appetite wasn't very strong. So being able to, get her eating something that makes her, that's yummy to her, I think is a good thing too. Panda, hi love, it's good to see you here. It's her positivity. It helped one of my family members beat cancer. Yeah. I think attitude is 9/10 of everything. I think it really makes a big difference. So yeah, I think, like I remember there was a patient at work, I'm not going to name names, but a patient at work who had suddenly gotten sick, and she was okay one day and then she was gone the next day. And I think a lot of it was because she just kind of gave up. And, when you give up, that's a very conscious choice. And, it's, you gotta choose. You really gotta choose. Do you give up? Do you let your situation defeat you? Or do you look at your situation as an opportunity to show your strength and how able you are to defeat your whatever thing is standing in your way? So I'm a big believer that you don't give up. You keep trying, because when you give up, then, whatever opportunity you could have had, it's gone. It's all gone. So, yeah. So Human Mother, she is in such good shape. She is so positive right now. You know, I'm not sure how much longer she'll need to be in a hospital, but I'm thinking it's not much longer. I'm thinking they'll probably release her soon. And it's such a relief because, like, really, if she didn't have seat belts, if that car didn't have airbags, she and Bill, security guy boyfriend, would have died. So, you know, you never know what life's going to throw at you. But anyway, so I am going to start Dreamcore, the Dreampools level. Alright, do not underestimate any detail. Patience and observation are key. Alright. I shall observe. It's interesting how a lot of liminal spaces game, especially the pools ones, like liminal spaces games, usually tend to start with somebody falling from somewhere. Alright, so we've got a slide. Okay. And like yesterday, I am probably going to be very specific about ending on the dot at 10 p.m. Eastern Time because I have an appointment in the morning. And also because Human Mother called me at 6:30 in the morning this morning because she thought it was already time to go. Apparently her the clock in her room was incorrect. Okay. There's some flashing over there. Interesting. But what does this say? Flashlight needed here. Okay. So I'm guessing I need to find the flashlight. Montreleuze. Okay. I guess that's the name of the company that made the game. Tlon Industries. Let's go this way. No climbing over railing. I see why. Who wouldn't want to bounce into a big bundle of funny little faces filled with smiles? Oh, okay, so I started from over here. All right. Let's try over here. So yeah, it was really nice to spend time with Human Mother. I've missed having her around because she's been, she hasn't been home for 3 weeks now, and I really do miss her when she's not around. Like family, as with family, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, you're driving me crazy, blah, 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 blah. But, it's really important to me that she's okay, and I like spending time with her. Okay. Where's my flashlight? What?
Hello there.
Oh, hey Mac, how you doing? Oh. Smiley faces. I hear music. Do you hear music? I definitely hear music. Is that was that a sign on the wall over there? Ah, okay. I want to go back this way. So yeah, Mac, I was talking about my about Human Mother earlier. She's doing really well. And I got to spend loads of time with her today. Oh, hey, Digi, how you doing? Oh, sorry. I was drinking something, or I was about to pick up something to drink, and it fell and almost tipped over. I want a flashlight. Where's the flashlight? The flashlight of doom. This is Dreamcore. It's like a backrooms style horror game. Okay. That was creepy. Alright. Okay. I'm trying to find the flashlight. I don't know where the flashlight is. There's supposedly a flashlight. I think. Okay, what is that? Is that a tree? It's a tree. No flashlight in here. Look at that. That doesn't actually look like a tree. It looks like a branch from a tree. Can I jump? I can't jump. Okay. Hey, Wit! Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like, what's it called? Why am I forgetting this? I've watched every episode of that thing. What was it called? What was it called? There's a whole series on YouTube that this guy did about doppelgangers. Oh, what was it? Okay. Why is it flashy over there? And over there? Okay, let's see. Let's go this way. Mandela catalog, exactly. Yeah, Mandela catalog. That's what I was thinking of. Let's go. Let's go this. I want to go this way. I don't know why. I just feel like I should. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people, I think I've seen a lot of VTubers do stuff related to the Mandela catalog. Yeah, there were some accusations about the creator of the Mandela catalog. I'm not fully clear on what they were. I remember hearing about it though. And it was kind of strange. Okay. Teeny toys and rapid eyes. Yeah, I forget what the accusations were. You know, there's a podcast, like a limited podcast that I really like, called The Left Right Game. And it has some analog horror kind of aspects to it, or liminal. There's a liminal spaces kind of feeling to it. Wait. I thought I saw stairs. Hang on. Go this way. Ah, there we go. Yeah, but it's called The Left Right Game. And what it is about this group of people who find out about this game that people do, where they get to this starting point and they just, every time they hit a turn, they either go left or right. Yes. They got, what's her name? She played one of the characters in one of the Thor movies. Tessa something. But yeah, it's nuts. Yeah. It's pretty wild. And as it all goes on, but it has kind of a liminal spaces kind of feel to it that I think is really really interesting. I remember staying up really late one night. I think it was during the yes, Tessa Thompson, I believe. It was during during lockdown, actually. I just stayed up one night and I was reading it, and then I found the actual podcast and I listened to it. And it was really cool. I just think it was a very creative story. And I think the horror of it was really smart. And it felt like a very unique story. But yeah, I stayed up one night, all night, just reading I think I read it on no sleep, and then what did I do? Then I found the podcast itself and I listened to it. You know, I don't think I'm really paying attention to this as much as I should be. I'm just wandering because it's nice. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go this way. Another podcast I really like is Lore. If you've ever listened to the Lore podcast by, what's his name, Aaron Mahnke. I love the research he puts into things. Now, given the series on Amazon, it's okay. It's just, it's not really presented, like, I would have liked it more if it was presented in a more story format, like the episodes felt like it was just replaying the stories. But, like, it was, I don't know, it feels more documentary focused. Light, dark. Okay. Okay. Winter of 83 actually had the part of my brain that controls imagination. Actually wonder if there is something in the snow. And Local 58 has me not wanting to look at the moon. You know, I kind of feel like the people who make horror movies, they're making horror movies of the wrong stories. Like, they should be looking at these podcasts. There's another one that a friend of mine told me about. Appalachia, something Appalachia, or... Oh, should I go in there? Should I go in there and make everybody get creeped out with claustrophobia? Or should I go up the stairs? I don't know. You tell me, claustrophobia or up the stairs? Oh, wait. Yes, the VHS franchise is good. I find that a lot of Asian horror does feel a little bit more like things like that as well. Because a lot of it is claustrophobia. Alright, claustrophobia. Let's go. In honor of Human Mother, who actually does have claustrophobia. Let's go the claustrophobic way. But yeah, I feel like a lot of Asian horror is very kind of folklore and in a way cryptid kind of based. Ooh. What? Ooh. Good choice. We've got some music. Okay. Okay. What is this? Is it a statue? Anything I should look at? Cognupo, find the statue that lets you cross the threshold of consciousness. I got an achievement. Okay. Cognupo. Hey. What's up? A hentacle. Hey, Mr. Dippity, how you doing? man, I love a good Asian horror. It just gets you psychologically. Yeah, that not even American horror can. Yeah. And I think that's why a lot of American horror movies often will be remakes of Asian horror. Like The Ring and The Grudge. And I think it only... But the thing is, those things only really work sometimes in the context of the culture. You know? Yeah. And, but, I think I've told this story before. That, the first time I watched The Ring, the American version, I was at home, and I had rented it, and I was watching it during the day. Music is gone. Okay. I was watching it during the day, and I, watched it. The American version is creepy when you haven't watched the Asian version. Am I leaving behind any? Nope. No footprints. I just want to look through these real quick. I think I want to go this way. This one looks a little weird. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because we're more used to our culture than others. Yeah, I think that's a good point. We know all the stories already. So, yeah, I was watching The Ring. I got to the end of the movie, turned it off, and my phone rang. It was actually quite funny. I was like, oh my God. And it turned out to be Human Mother. She was calling me on the phone. I was like, Mom, you just called me. You don't know what you just did. Ooh, look at those. Got some color. Got a slide. Oh. Oh, is that one of the smiley faces? Can I go down there? A smiley face fell out. I think it's one of the smiley face balloons. Or balls. 7 days. Yeah. But you know what? I will say this. I don't think we are relying enough in movies on cultural horror in the US. Because there certainly is a lot of really interesting American historical horror. Especially if you listen to the Lore podcast. There's a lot of stuff that we are not using that is cultural horror that should be used for movies. But we don't. And I don't know why. Seventh Mickey Mouse monster movie. Yes, of course not. Of course not. Whereas Asian horror does heavily rely on folklore. I mean, you will find some things that are modern, of course. Oh, wait. I didn't know I could do that. Evil Popeye movies. Well, didn't we just have the evil Winnie the Pooh movie? I didn't see that. What was it called? Blood and Honey or something? I think I kind of would rather watch Cocaine Bear. I love that they just went for it with Cocaine Bear, and I think that was based on a true story, if I recall correctly. There's a sequel to Horror Winnie the Pooh. You see, I think that the big problem in horror movies is there's too much repetition. Like, I like me a good... Oh, what's this? Caution, stairway, use handrails. Okay. Alright, here's the handrail. Okay. I'm using the handrail. I don't know if that actually made a difference. Interesting. Cultural horror is kind of advantageous when you have more than 10 times the history. I mentioned this to my co-teachers when I was in Japan. You have so much more history than we do in the USA. True. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like a lot of horror isn't taking advantage of what we already have. I'm going here. This room's creeping me out, but I'm going here. Oh, can I go down? Can I go in here? No, it's not going to let me. I can't go down the slides? What kind of cockamamie pool liminal space is this if you can't go down the slides? Yeah. I do feel like it's tricky going into Native American culture for horror. I feel kind of like those kinds of stories need to be told by Native American filmmakers who grew, like, people who really grew up with those stories. But I'm sure there are some interesting things that can come from, you know, when the colonies, like before the colonies, I think there's still like people from Norway were traveling to North America far before, you know, the colonies were started. Oh, what's this? Should I go in here? Do I enter the dark room? Let's go. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. And, you know, I think if you take the time to read original Grimm's tales, there's a lot of fuel for horror in Grimm's tales. And there are people who have absolutely made horror films based on Grimm's fairy tales. But usually they use the typical ones that, you know, everybody knows because of Disney. And there are lots of Grimm's Tales that are not, Disney hasn't touched. And some of them are very creepy. What's this? Okay. I guess we'll just go straight. What is that? Is it an obelisk? Da 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 da. Or is it just a doorway? It's probably just a doorway. Oh, there's a sign here. What does it say? No climbing over railing. What about up here? Yes. Yes. There is an anime on I don't know if that's the same anime that's on Netflix. The Grimm's Tales anime that was put on Netflix. Do I want to go this way? I kind of feel like I want to go further down here. But, you know, it's interesting when you think about that. An anime using Grimm's fairy tales. And, you know, what fairy tales do they choose? Based on the, you know, what is interesting to an Eastern culture's point of view from a, you know, from a Western piece of folklore. Ah, the ones on Nick Jr. Okay. Personally, I really like the creepiness on the othering cause that many sort of like Saladfinger and Boyver. Oh, Bluebeard and his dead wives, yeah. Here, let's go here, I guess. Of them just walking randomly. But, you know, there are signs next to doors. I feel like I should... No climbing over railing. Yeah, we know. We're not going to climb over the railing. Ooh, there's sound. Okay. Interesting. The OG Snow White, the one where she died twice. Well, I mean, there's versions of Little Red Riding Hood where she helped the wolf kill her grandma. So... Okay. Railing. Okay, I get it. But got... Okay, didn't get that, but got the one where the wolf ate everybody until the woodsman showed up, cut the wolf open, freed the humans, then stepped on full of rocks. Yes. I've heard that version too. Yeah, I had when I got my first e-reader, there were a bunch of, public domain free games, free books, and among them was a collection of Grimm's fairy tales. So the interesting thing, okay, we know the Beauty and the Beast version. That's the Charles Perrault version, the French version. There is a Grimm's version of it, and it doesn't end. Ooh, clouds. It doesn't end the same way as the Perrault version does. There's like a whole second half to the story where Beauty has to go. Oh, the eyes are moving. Aha. Just very vaguely, but they are moving. So there's a whole quest that Beauty has to go on to rescue the beast because she gets taken away from him, or he gets taken away from her due to, like, once he changes out of his beast form into his human form, he gets taken away by the fairy that cursed him. And so she has to go on a whole quest to get him back, which far better mimics the original story that it's based on, which is the Cupid and Psyche story. Because after Psyche finds out that Cupid is Cupid, she has to go on a series of quests in order to get him back. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh my, interesting. So yeah, I think it's always worth it to go back to the original stories. You know, Mr. Dippity, I agree with you. I find it incredibly calming. Like, I mean, they do have more horror-focused backrooms games with, like, scary monsters in them and stuff that come after you. But I find these, like, the ones that don't do that, I find them just very calming. I really like them a lot. It's uncanny, for sure. But I find them very relaxing. And I kind of love seeing what people do with backrooms and how they, I would love it if I could see a map, like an entire map of how they set these up. Because I find it so interesting to, like, look around and see that they've, Okay, I wonder if this is one of those stores again where you go in and then you get to the end. And there's nothing more. I think that's it. Okay, that looks like something back there. I think that's probably a slide, a yellow slide, but yeah, it's a yellow slide. Okay. This is like the room that we were in before. Did I go in a circle? I think I went in a circle. Okay, let me go the other way. I'm gonna take this side. Okay, it loaded something. The spirit in the bottle. Yeah, I'm trying to remember some of the ones the grim stories I've read. I know there's one about like a bird, and it's actually like possessed by the spirit of this kid that like the stepmother killed or something. I think we've already been over here too, so let's go this way. We didn't go this way. Yeah, the isolation, I think, is the horror of it, I suppose. But, like, I've talked about this before on streams. I've always thought it would be cool to have a house, or I had one room that was just empty. Oh, we've got some sounds again. There's chairs. Oh, those are new. I think those are chairs. Interesting. Oh, yeah. I've always wanted to have... Sorry. I got distracted. I've always wanted to have a house where I have one room that's just empty. Like, not decorated, just an empty room. So I could just, like, you know, go in there, chill out, you know, not have to think hard about anything. Just have a quiet, clean, clear space. I think there's a part of me, it's like my brain is so busy and my life is so busy that being able to have an empty space feels like such a relief. Okay, we've already been over here. I feel like we've already been over here. Let's try this way. I think we entered from the side before? Yeah, this is all familiar. Okay. Let's go this way. Let's see if we can get to the sky rooms again. Okay. Can I run? Run! 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 Okay, let's go this way. Run! Run! Run like the wind, young lad. Okay, so yes, and then we went up here. Alright. Let's go up the stairs. We'll run up the stairs. We'll get our cardio. Less than having house. Alright, so we're back in the sky rooms. Okay. Not Skyrim, sky rooms. We can go in the water, I guess. I don't want to, though. Okay. So there was a direction I didn't do last time. So I'm going to do that direction instead. So we're gonna hang a right over here. And some slides. Alright. Hello. Oh, it's dark. Showers. It says, please shower before entering the swimming pool. Did you guys take a shower? Okay. We took showers. Sure. Awesome. What's over here? Stairs. Okay. No climbing over... Yes, we know. No climbing over railing. Yeah, good enough. I agree, Digi. Let's go down this way. Because I think that was what the railing was looking over. No? Oh, what's this? Can we jump up there? No? Okay. Alright, we're there. So, alright, it's there. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. I mean, you know, I'll say I'm usually pretty, I'd say pretty fastidious, like about bathing, and I don't like to smell bad. I will say that. I'm sure Panda could tell you if I smell good or not. Oh, this is new. Stairway, use handles. I hear music. Distant music. Stairway. I don't know. I want to stay with this, the green wallpaper. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of chill. And I keep hearing very subtle... I don't know. I thought I heard music and then I didn't, and then I did, and then I didn't. Let's go this way. Okay. I know there's an ad break coming up in just a moment. I might do a quick bathroom run. But yeah, I like to not be smelly as much as I can. Like, if my own feet smell bad, I feel, like, really grossed out. I think we've seen this from another angle. I am almost certain we have. And I reached a save point. Oh, this is where we went underneath. Here, let's go back, because I think this is just going to bring us back to a place that we've already been. So, let's go back this way. Back to the green wallpaper. This is very weird green wallpaper. It looks like a bunch of broccoli. Yeah. I'm going to be around people that might need a bath in a couple of weeks. There's a reason Asen's motto is got soap. Yeah. That's a thing that kind of bugs me when I go to convention, like cons and expos and stuff, is when people just, they do not bathe. Like, I get it, things are exciting and you want to do all kinds of stuff, but yeah, and it's not a, for me, it's, I guess for me it's just that I'm so sensitive to smells that you know, I don't like to smell that. And you know, there are people who, like, they don't need to bathe as much and they smell okay. But some people, they need to bathe more. My older brother is one of those people that needs to bathe more. I feel like I've been here already. I need to find someplace else. I have been here. I feel like it. I'm pretty sure I have. Alright, so... in the dark, this... oh... I don't know. I have no flashlight. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go up here. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna stop here for a sec. I will be right back. Okay. So maybe I should talk about my sensitivity to smells, because it's kind of interesting. So I think part of it's related to motion sickness. I get motion sickness really easily, and when I'm in cars where somebody's wearing perfume. And one of the things that I learned to do is to wear perfume to desensitize myself. And Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. I don't usually judge people for smelling bad. Like, you know, I the area I work in, there are a lot of like rural farmers. There's a lot of, you know, blue collar people. Showers. Okay. A lot of people who will sometimes come into get treated by the doctor, and you know, they smell like farm animals, they smell like they've been working all day. I don't judge them for that, really. I don't like being so sensitive to smells. It's one of those things that I just, you know, I'd rather not be so sensitive. But yeah, it's interesting. But like most of the time, like if you know, me personally, it's just more about, I'm more concerned about how I smell than how other people smell. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. I just, you know, don't like being in enclosed spaces where like somebody's wearing too much perfume. That kind of bugs me. So yeah, it's kind of funny because actually perfumes can be worse for me than if somebody, you know, smells like they've been working on a farm. If that makes sense. And I think a lot of it is because farm smells are nature smells, whereas perfume smells can be kind of artificial and intense. I'm sure there's something. I'm kind of that way with perfumes and colognes. There's a reason I call them eau de toilette. Yeah. What I have found helps me is, you know, instead of wearing full-on perfume, I'll wear like body sprays because they go away kind of quickly. They don't last as long as perfumes do because they don't have the what's it called? What's the word for it? They rarely have the like the musk part from that they get from different animals to make perfumes last longer. This is pretty cool. Should I go this way? We could go this way. But yeah, there's some perfumes I like that I've worn. I used to wear J'adore a lot. Usually the perfumes I like tend to be citrusy. You know, like tangerine or grapefruit or, you know, stuff like that. That always tends to... Those smells don't bother me. A lot of times it's like the really strong florals with the really strong musk to them. Just like, it makes me kind of queasy. And sometimes I like the scent options they have for men better than the ones they have for women. Like especially when it's like a nice kind of woodsy smell. I think woodsy smells are really nice. And I like it when they're less complicated. Alright. Is any of those smells for me? I smelled one when I was sick back in college, and it has made me feel that way ever since. As for the stuff for dudes, they all smell like high karate to me. But yeah, like, it's funny because I swear, human mother and I have totally different body chemistry. There are certain perfumes that smell great on me that smell terrible on her. And some that smell terrible on her that smell great on me. And usually the difference is I smell good with citrus scents and she smells better with the more musky, complicated floral scents. I just don't do those very well. Okay, there's some music. Wait. Where's the music coming from? I hear some music. There's some background music. You know... Okay. Wait. There it goes. Do you hear the music? Okay, wait. It was... I think it's coming from that direction. Da, 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 da. It sounds like old, like, 1950s. Okay. It sounds like old... It's probably because I have earphones and I can adjust the volume on my earphones. So I can hear it better. Let's see. Okay. I wonder, maybe... Oh, hi, Five Below. How you doing? So let me... I wonder if I can adjust my audio. Hang on. So you guys can hear it too. Maybe we can turn it up a little bit. There. Is it this way? You can't hear any music. I can hear it. I'm good. How are you? Huh. Okay, I think that's where I entered. But if I go this way... You hear a hum but no music. That is so weird. I can hear it. Here, let me try again. Let me see if I can turn it up a little higher. There we go. Let's try that. Okay. Well, alright, that's where I entered. Okay. Well, it's nice to have you here, Five Below. I hope you're doing well. I know that the music is not just in my head, unless you guys are teasing me a bit here. Okay. It sounds like very like 1950s like band music. You hear it, yeah. It's very faint. You're right, absolutely, it's very faint. Okay, I think I want to go back because I feel like the music is a clue. I feel like the music is a clue on where to go. Alright, now where is it? Yeah, let's try this way. There we go. I'm hearing it better here. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's... I'm sorry. I know I'm being very quiet right now. I'm just trying to find the music. It's like, come on. Turn up the volume. And now it's gone again. Yeah, I don't know what that was at all. I feel like, God, maybe I should go back. And the music is so faint. Jazz. I learned from jazz that music is inside us all the time. Jazz is the music in our hearts. Okay, let me go back here. So that was... See, I can hear it here. Yeah, it sounds like 1950s big band music. I feel like I hear it best over here. Huh? I don't think I'm going to get to wherever that's supposed to be. Oh! Speaking of jazz, I was talking with Panda the other day. I was telling him about Thelonious Monk. Me being a piano player myself, I have a special love of jazz pianists. And Thelonious Monk was very interesting. One of the things that he liked to do, the thing that he experimented with, is he would play, people thought he was crazy. He would play two keys together at the same time to try to get the note in between those keys. And so a lot of times his music sounded a little weird, but what he was trying to do is he was attempting to get something that wasn't obvious. Because with the piano, you play a note on the piano. You play a note on the piano, you touch a key. Okay, dude. Wait. Okay. Alright. You play a key, that's the note. You know? You got 88 keys on a keyboard. And that's it. So you don't really have some of the options that, you know, a guitarist might have. I don't think you could go in here. I think that's too you don't have the options a guitarist has. It likes me. It's a friendly face. Look at your friendly. Is this actually Pien? If you know that game. Pien, 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 Pien. I feel like I've been here before. Okay, maybe not. Mommy. Can I walk backwards? That's as far as I go. Okay. Interesting. You. Yeah, you. Don't you side-eye me now. What are you up to? Huh? Huh? I'm looking right in your eye. Huh? 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 Okay. Forget it. Alright. I guess I'm just gonna go back the way I came because there's no other way to go. Interesting. I don't know. So yeah, just a quick warning to everybody. Just because I have an appointment early tomorrow morning, it's just I want you to have a nice day. Is that so wrong? I don't know, maybe. So I might not actually get through to the end of this tonight. I just might not because I don't really have the option. I have to get up early tomorrow. So And of course, I'm exhausted because, again, as I mentioned, human mother called me at 6:30 in the morning because she thought it was 8:30 in the morning and it was time for me to pick her up. Thanks, Mom. Okay, I hear the music again. She's doing good. She's doing great. I'm really proud of her. She's been working really hard. I feel like I need to get down there. Is there a way down there? I don't know. So I think I went this way before. Let's just go all the way. I think there was a stairway down. But yeah, human mother is doing great. She's very motivated. You know, I mean, all those broken bones from the accident, she's still just, you know, she's gonna be dealing with that for, you know, at least another 4 weeks, I think. But she did have an x-ray today, and the x-ray showed that she's healing very well. So, you know, that's really important. The nurse practitioner who she talked to said that everything looks really good. What? Okay, that wasn't the music I was listening to. Pretty surreal. So I got to a checkpoint. Yeah. I think kind of one of the things about her in the healing process is, you know, when people are diabetic, sometimes the healing process is a little longer because of circulation stuff. But her circulation's really good. She had some kind of appointment to check to see how her circulation is doing. And her circulation is really good right now. So that's probably helping her heal. But yeah, I need to find her some things that will, oh, there's the music again. I think this is the place I was before. I am getting so lost in this game. Okay, you know what? Let me go back up here. And back to the green area. Windows just reflect what's... Wait, what was that? Oh, okay. Wait, how did I end up... Alright, I guess I'm in the water. Okay, there we go. Alright, this is how I entered the green area. Okay. So there are some spots that I missed going into. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna run a little bit. Alright, let's try going in here. I don't think this area is familiar. Let's try over here. Because this is not familiar. Okay. Oh. Is that purple? Okay. Huh. Haven't seen a purple slide before. Let's go up. So yeah, I'm going to be, what am I going to be doing the next few days? I'm not going to have my usual Thursday night stream. I am going to be on the road Thursday night. I will be doing a repo stream on Ocha's channel on Friday, midday, like 2 p.m. And, which will be fun. Let's see, is there anywhere else that's interesting to go around here? I feel... the game's all like, well, you need to look for certain things. And I'm like, sure. But I don't see those certain things at all. Some things are clues. What clues? Are they too subtle? I don't know. I think I already came in here. Yes, I did. Jeez Louise. Yeah, you can tell I used to work with kids by how many times I say other things than swear words. Okay, I think I came in through that other door to the side. Okay. Wait, what's going on over here? What's going on in this window? Oh, okay. It's the plant. I thought it was like somebody reflected in the window. I don't know. Huh. And did we go this way before? I don't think so. Is this familiar? I don't think this one's familiar. So what happens if you don't hold on to the rails in those areas with the sign? You die, I guess. I don't know. The world goes exploding. Anything down here? No. Oh, we're back here again. We're back at the hentai tentacle. Well, let's try going back here. Because I think the first time we went through the door on the other side. So let's... Wait, is that right? I think the first time we saw it, it was... angled like that. Maybe there's a door this way. Is there something over here? Da, 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 da. Alright. Okay. I think we went through here before. I think I'm just going in circles. I think I'm going in way too many circles. Or maybe not. Maybe this is different. And it stopped. Yeah, I think we've been over here before. If there are clues, I am not finding them. Oh, there's some sounds over here. I don't think I went this way. I hear the music again. Alright. There's definitely music. I am definitely getting music. There's another purple slide. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Okay, so I hit a save point. So if I'm not talkative, I actually dozed off a bit. Like I said, no worries. Digi, if you're tired, like, you can chill. There's no need to talk. You don't have to you know, it's totally optional. And with a game like this, it's gonna be kind of atmosphere focused anyway. Okay, definitely not been over here before because I have not seen that. Yeah, I'm actually, you know, kind of tired myself. I find that when I take long car trips, it's almost like something happens to me where I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not going to talk that much. It just kind of saps my energy from me. And I think part of that, too, is I was in the car with Human Mother, who is the delightfully yappiest person you could be around. She's super bubbly. And carpolepsy. Yeah, carpolepsy. That's a good way to put it. Alright. Stairway. Okay. This looks vaguely familiar. Here, I'll just walk in the middle. I won't use the hand railing. I won't. No! You can't make me. I don't know. Here's what I'm feeling at this point. Since I'm getting close to the time I'm gonna have to stop. I feel like this game is a little too spare. Like, I think backrooms tend to benefit, or backrooms games tend to benefit when there's a little more going on. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I like it, but I feel kind of like I'm not getting the experiences I've had in other games with pools type style backrooms. I think of all the backrooms games I've played that have like pool themes, I think the best one. Oh my god! Be careful with Friend. If you're careless enough, Friend will slip into your mind. Okay. That was interesting. Oh, there's Friend. Hi, Friend. Yeah, what is this? I think you have to have enough of something in a backrooms game in order to keep it interesting. I think sounds help. Like, I think background music helps. I was gonna say there should be more to a horror game than Squidward in the White Void going alone. Yeah, I agree. Alone. I think I'm supposed to choose a door with the ominous music. one of these two doors. I think I will do what I did in my D&D game, where one of my fatal flaws is that I always go left. Horrible. Okay. That's the liar, what the other guy would say. Is there a... Oh, okay, here. They're going down. Going down. She said down. Okay. Yeah, this one, it's a little too spare. I like it when Backrooms games have just, you know, a little bit more to them. But, like, it's not bad. It's just, you know, again, it's just not hitting all the buttons for me. But I think that was the issue. That was a bit of an issue. At least when Panda did the Subway game, something happened within 5 minutes. Yeah, true. Exit 8 has something going on. Because it's kind of like a spot the difference game. Which is kind of cool, really. Where am I going? Goodness. I'm definitely Sleepy Dragon right now. Okay. Yeah, you need a little bit more. I'm just gonna run. Whoever this character is that we're playing as, they have very heavy footsteps. Maybe they're a little flat-footed. Yeah. I might want to play that game actually. The Exit 8. There's the music again. Okay. Okay. It's all savey and stuff. Alright. Let's run a little bit. Is there something I'm supposed to see here? With a game like this, I think a speed run is just making the character run. Okay. this is new. And now I hear the music. Alright, music is gone. I want the music. Like, I wish the music would get louder. I don't know. I'm starting to get kind of irritated. I think they've overdone this. I mean, there's so many things in this game that are pretty cool, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. It's just a little overdone and underdone at the same time. Okay, this is new. Can I go in there? Can I go in the wall? No. Okay. Huh. There's stuff over here. Okay. Alright, let's run upstairs. Okay. Okay, it's also new. Okay. Alright. Maybe it's too many options? This reminds me of an old X-Play review where Adam Sessler was playing a game with an online option that nobody took and he kept going, hello? Anybody? Huh. Yeah. Stairway with the handrails again. Whoop. I'll just run. Okay. And we still haven't found the flashlight. We've been running around for ages and there's no flashlight. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna stop here because I'm getting kind of like irritated. So, I'm gonna exit. Yes. Alright. So, yeah, I have some really mixed feelings about Dreamcore. Like, we've done So we've worked on Dreampools. We got through Eternal Suburbia and got to the end where I was supposed to go through a door and it didn't work. So that kind of sucked. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this game. Yes. Okay. So let's find somebody to raid. Let's see if we can find someone. Oh, nope. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's find somebody to raid. Who is available to raid on Twitch? We can raid Evie. She's playing, you know what? Let's raid Evie because Evie is playing Hollow Cure, which is way busier of a game than what we just played. All right. So, I hope everybody has a really, really good night. I am going to get some sleep. So, Evie. There we go. I'll go say hi to Evie. All right. So I hope everybody has a great night or time zone or whatever. And I will see you on Friday at 2 on Ocha's channel, 2 Eastern Daylight Time on Ocha's channel for more repo. Bye. Have a good night.
Once lived a lovely streamer. You could say that she was a dreamer. She built an audience to watch Majima dance, and watching her makes me a screamer. Why are you... Wait, I swear, you say that shit and then Aspen raids. I swear, I love you, but damn. I love you, but damn. Also, hi Aspen. Thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. You came in at a time. Oh my god, my partner, everyone. Anyways, welcome in, Raiders. Let me do the thing. That's right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I'm Evie Silkus. I have Ice Dragon Witch. Variety VTuber. I do mostly RPGs, cozy games, and roguelikes.